Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. It's the Uncensored match build-up show, and I've got a frog in my throat. I'm going to hand over to the rest of the people to talk in a moment, and then potentially blow your eardrums off camera. Chris is here, making their Unboo debuts, although not their Redmen debuts at this point.
Unboo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going there.
Everyone knows that's what it is. We did that. We introduced the concept of the Unboo in the past.
Yeah, it's not a good concept. It's not one that we should have continued with, but we have introduced it, and you're not wrong.
That's what you call it?
I know, but not on camera.
Uncensored match build-up. Jamie and Jonny are with us anyway. Chris, Swansea are in disarray. Is this or is this not the perfect time to play them? Or could it just be an average time to play them?
You know what, I could argue both ways, to be honest with you. I think, looking at the last few results...
I'd quite like to watch that.
Totally.
We're going to smash them. No one else.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Get me a green screen. I'll do it in the octagon if you want. It's absolutely fine. No problems whatsoever. Look, they are in poor form at the moment. They've won 1-0 and lost 4 of the last 6 games in all comps. The one thing that worries me a little bit is they've played City the last 2 games, who were obviously a high-press team who have beat them both times, but they've had a couple of goes at playing against people who press high up the pitch and stuff, so is it going to be third time lucky for them, I suppose? Yeah. I don't think it will be. I think, to be honest with you, we'll smash them off the park. Yeah. Stop frigging coughing. I don't want to get ill. I'm about to have a baby any day, look.
Yeah.
So, no, look, honest to God, I think we'll smash them off the park. I think... for us, it's a good time to play them. We go into an international break. The fans should be buoyed after another victory, and then we can look forward to Manchester United.
We see these. I do feel, Jamie, that this season's going to be one of those where we're constantly, and I said this last week, like crossing off fears from the past, and that would be. I look at Swansea 4. They've not won a game since the opening day. So they are in abysmal form, and you would be like, well, look, we'll just tear them, we'll just beat them. But then you've got that thing at the back of your mind, and it is that it's that little freak that lives in your head that goes,
tell it to shut the fuck.
Well, exactly. This is the point, isn't it? And it's there, and it's going, well, that means they're due in. It means that, you know what I mean? And these are the things that we're just going to have to, well, not even we're going to have to get over. The team are actually going to have to help us get over these things.
Yeah. I was looking into it as well. They haven't won since the first game of the season, which was Burnley. But like you mentioned before with City, with their high pressing as well, I think we'll be too much for them when we play them. Lallana, Mane, whether it'll be Firmino, Sturridge or Origi, start up front, I reckon it'll be too strong for them. With Swansea playing awful at the minute, but like you said, they did give a go against City. Llorente scored a quality goal as well. I think it was in the league tie, it was. And I think we'll be way too much for them. Way too much. Too strong.
That's what I like to hear.
Confidence.
But there's again, keep going back to these tests that we're sort of setting for ourselves, Jonny. Is that we could do with getting beating a team that we should be beating away from home under our belt here, because let's face it, the last time we had to do that sort of test was Burnley, and it didn't go so well. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like you say, that coming at such an early point in the season, because you always get that feeling, don't you? It's like, normally, even if we've had a good start, 14 or whatever, it's like 1-0. You're scraping by, but you're happy you just got the 3 points, and then, boom, like you lose. And then instantly, the only way to get over it is to be like, right, well, thankfully we've lost now, and then we can react. And usually you do get a reaction. But when the games have always been so tight, it's like you can get a reaction but not get the results kind of thing. But at the moment, I love that it's just been... There's just no contest. Yeah. There's been no contest, like, between, apart from fucking Burnley, but, like, again, it wasn't really a contest. It's just a bit of a
dominated, haven't we?
Yeah, exactly. And that's you just no pressure. You're expecting 3, 4 and 5 every game at all. It's not like if we don't and we do win 1-0, I love a 1-0. I love it. Like, because it shows a
we love a 1-0.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought there was a reason.
Still, like, that Chelsea game for me is the one. That was the result that really probably did more for their mentality than any other game. Yeah. To be fair, because those 5-1s and that is, you're struggling to keep up the momentum in the second half when there's not really a contest.
Well, there's the thing that's hanging over us, Chris, is that we historically are. We have a track record of losing the game before the international break, because you're just thinking, and how many times we sit here and go, just get to the international break, haven't won, and then you can take a little bit of stock of what you've done so far, and then you kick on, you know, in the game after that. It would be lovely to get this period.
It's just something else to put to bed.
Yeah.
You know, I think last weekend we went a large way to put we can't beat teams at home at Anfield who play a low block defence. We've done that. We smashed them off the park. We didn't give them a chance. It's a game before an international break against the side we should be beating. Let's put that to bed as well. Don't forget that before they beat us at the Liberty Stadium last season, they hadn't beaten us in 8 games. This isn't a team that we don't normally beat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've smashed them off the park so many times. And you could say, look, we were 1-0 down when Brad Smith got sent off in the last game. That had a big bearing on it. You know, we still managed to get it back to 1-1, if I remember, through Benteke when we made the substitution. We should be going to beat Swansea. It doesn't matter when it is. Forget about international breaks.
Exactly.
Our team is good enough to go and smash them off the park. They're in poor form. They should go and do it and shut all the naysayers up.
Yeah, no, completely agree with that. Just to know, we do the trivia question normally. They decided to spice it up this week with a Joe Allen quiz.
I don't like it when Paul spice things up. It normally ends in me looking stupid. Is it a quiz for the viewers?
It's a quiz for everyone.
Oh.
Don't worry, it's easy.
I've literally forgotten everything about Joe Allen. He's dead to me. He's not at Liverpool, he's fucking dead to me.
So we're doing that toward the end of the show, so stay tuned. With, you know, you wait with bated breath, of course you do. Chris, more of the same for us, or any tweaks needed? You suspect Lovren will probably come back in if he's available.
I think so, yeah. I think there's got to be an interesting question around Daniel Sturridge. I think you mentioned it before about what striker's going to start up front. Looking at the way that we played last weekend and the way we've played with Firmino up top, I could see Firmino starting, but Sturridge's record against Swansea is second to none. He's played them 6 times in the Premier League. He scored 4 goals, I think, and 2 assists in those games. So it's obviously a team that he plays well against. Get him in there, do you know what I mean? But as far as how the team plays, no changes. You know, I don't think what we're seeing this season from Liverpool is different personnel are coming in, but the phases of play that we're creating are exactly the same. Yeah. And you can see that Klopp's having time on the training ground to work these players into 2 or 3 positions. Not like they can play there. They understand each job role and what they're supposed to be. We've seen against Leicester, we've seen against Chelsea, and we've seen against Hull 3 goals that were exactly the same. A ball coming in from the left-hand side, the striker running out, and a winger or a midfielder running into that space. That, for me, is now the archetypal Klopp goal. Yeah. And it's happened with Firmino up front, it's happened with Sturridge up front, and it's happened with balls from Coutinho and balls from Milner in the left-hand side in the same position. They understand the phases of players have said, and that, for me, is just fills me with confidence. It doesn't matter who the fuck starts anymore. Yeah. They understand how we're playing football.
For me, I think it's a massive headache for the manager, because Daniel Sturridge, I want to keep Daniel Sturridge ticking over, but there must be a temptation there to think Firmino's just doing such a good job in that role. He right now looks like the perfect fit for the middle. So that even though he does a good job out on the left, but then all of a sudden Coutinho's in great form. So I think a week ago I'd have been fine with Sturridge up front and Firmino from the left, Mane from the right, absolutely no problem. But all of a sudden Sturridge actually is the one that's not in form of those. So you're going to put a guy, would you put him in just to play him into form?
What about Divock Origi though? I've been thinking about him.
Fuck Divock Origi.
He scored against Derby. It was a similar goal that he scored against Southampton last season. He scored against Burton as well. He hasn't really had a chance in the Premier League that much. Yeah. I mean, Sturridge has been, well, not frozen out, but he hasn't played as much. But I think I'd be sticking with Firmino, even though Sturridge does have a better record, like you said. Yeah. But like Klopp said as well on Monday Night Football, he was full of praise for Firmino. He said he does great attacking work and great defensive work. He's just got the physical attributes to do it. But does Sturridge really do that? Sturridge comes off as well when he does play. You know, he comes off most of the time. I can't even remember the last time he played a 90, I think.
Toward the back end of last season.
Yeah, he did it twice. We played like on a Tuesday or something in a League Cup semi-final or something, and I think we played at the weekend, and it was a surprise at the time that he did that, and you're like, what? But it's a long time ago, you're right.
Yeah. So it is one, because Daniel Sturridge...
Daniel Sturridge against Leicester led the line, and you're like, that's the best attacking display. Yeah. And then you're like, that's our attacking front three.
He was working and then
for the team.
It was nice to see him just fucking running. Yeah. And not always just wanting, I'm in the middle, give me the fucking ball. He gets upset if you don't pass it to him, because he thinks if you pass it to him, he's going to meg 3 players and score. No, he's not. He hasn't done that for fucking ages. That's been his problem, if anything, with Klopp, I reckon, is that he's prone to getting the ball, and maybe 60% of the time, kind of like, knocks it off his heel and loses
But
it.
he
and
looked so much more better at the role that we're asking of him against Leicester. And at the minute, but based on those performances, it would probably boil down to whose performance was better, Sturridge leading the line against Leicester or Phil Coutinho playing from the left against Hull. Because for me, it's Phil Coutinho. So because at the minute, my thinking, I think I said this on the final word, is that it's those two. They're not fighting for the same position, but they're fighting for
a space in the
team, and it's Firmino who kind of rotates for where we need them. So it's
they've got kind of it's just a similar kind of problem sometimes, because even Coutinho, I reckon Coutinho's been having words in his ear as well.
Yeah.
Like that fucking, what's he doing with that toe poke finish? Do you know what I mean? It's moments like that which, but Klopp will be like, I'm sorry, in 90 fucking minutes, I don't ever expect you to do that, ever. If you're playing for Liverpool Football Club, fucking score that goal. Like, hit it with your laces. Do something. You can't just be casual at times. Yeah. It's 100%. Yeah. And the whole team is working with that kind of ethos. He won't want to fuck that up.
Yeah.
Like, I would personally just keep it the way it's going. And Sturridge can go in the last 20 minutes, 30 minutes of a game. Yeah. I like that if you're already 3 up. And then eventually, if he goes in and just like, he can score a brace easily in half an hour. He can score. And he'll just, when he has that performance, confidence and all that, like, then he can start.
I think I tend to agree. I think the Coutinho thing in particular, his performance was so impressive against the team that, we said in the final word, he doesn't tend to do that against teams that he's supposed to do that against.
Chelsea's, isn't it?
Exactly. You know, Chelsea, United. You know, these are the games where Phil Coutinho just explodes and turns out to be boss. Whereas he doesn't do it week in, week out against the lesser opposition or whatever. Yeah. Based on doing it against Hull, I'd be kind of saying to Phil, go and do that again, mate. Don't go and prove to me that wasn't a fluke. Go and prove to me that wasn't just a random moment of you just manning up or whatever. I'd like to see him go out against Swansea and be like, no, I'm going to score again, and I'm probably going to get an assist again, and then, you know, by all means, bring me off for Daniel Sturridge. Because I've done my job by that point. Is it time, Chris, for the Genie Wijnaldum goal? He's getting closer.
He is. He is. He wants one, doesn't he? And I think what's really impressed me with Jamie Wijnaldum is that he's managed to get the fans on side with the signing already without a goal. We'll love him if he scores a goal. Yeah. It's his turn. Certainly Adam Lallana, rightfully so, has been taking the plaudits because he's been taking up great positions in the box and he's become integral to everything that we're doing. I'd like to see a Wijnaldum goal, definitely. But if it carries on the way that it is and we score 5 goals without him, my ass,
exactly. To be perfectly honest with you, come from. It would be nice. I kind of like Henderson scoring the goal against Chelsea to some extent. I think there's probably a mental block, and I don't think right now it's not an issue. But the sooner he gets that in the bag, I think you stop it from becoming an issue. Because if he goes 10 games, 15 games, 20 games without a goal, then as good as his all-round play is, well, Marco Grujic is going to be knocking on the door all of a sudden, and Emre Can's going to be knocking on the door. Wijnaldum probably there's going to come a point, as I'm kind of getting at, there's going to come a point in a few weeks' time when we probably will rotate that midfield a little bit, and Wijnaldum, when you compare him to Lallana on the other side, almost mirroring him, he's not at that level at the moment.
It's the way that he's keeping Can out the team as well. Like, Can was one of our best performers towards the back end of last season. Like, his performance against Dortmund before he went off injured was great. But, like, considering we don't have Europe this season, the squad's been thinned down that much, and it gives the players like Grujic and Can not that much time to perform on the pitch because you got Henderson, you got Wijnaldum and players in that position just not outplaying them, you know, playing that well to keep them out the team. Yeah. I like Can a lot, but Wijnaldum's been playing fantastic since he's came into the side, and I can't name one bad signing we've done this season at all. You know, every signing we've made has just performed.
And more so, even the signings that we were critical of in the past are still there, and they're actually starting to look
Klopp
like players.
Prophecies, innit? He was saying, like, when it's like just the things he's been saying about certain players and that he does believe in them, and they're just like, now we believe in them because you're seeing such a drastic improvement in them. And basically, it just changes everything when you've got, like, as individuals, right? Phil Coutinho in 90 minutes wants to fucking score a goal. Firmino wants to score a goal. Mane wants to score a goal. Lallana wants to score a goal. And, like, they're playing once a week. It's like when you go and play five-a-side, it's like, fucking, I just want to make sure I score a few goals tonight just to fucking help you sleep better. But that true hunger, and when they're at that level and professional, and that's like, the danger's never ending. Wijnaldum really wants to score a goal. And it's like, all right, if the striker's scoring them, great. If he doesn't, one of the wingers will. If he doesn't, one of them two, well, Lallana will, or then Wijnaldum will, or then Henderson
will.
Klavan will, like fucking Matip. Mate, I'm up for a Matip header, definitely.
well
I'm feeling it
Matip
coming.
header, yeah.
It's coming.
I'll be up for that. I'll be up for that, definitely. First and last. What do you reckon then? Key man predictions, Chris?
I can't see much further than Roberto Firmino again, to be honest with you. Just, it doesn't matter if Sturridge plays and Firmino plays on the left. I think going into an international break, I'd be tempted to keep it exactly the same, to be perfectly honest with you. I think there's no reason to rotate the side in any way, shape or form. And, you know, whether it's Firmino scores a goal or creates space for somebody else, he is key. He's key every single time we hit the field at the minute.
He was great last week and he didn't score or assist, so he's probably due one or the other.
Well, there's a record going round that every 2 out of every 3 games he has a direct hand in a goal, isn't there? It's either a goal or an assist in 2 out of 3 games. He's had his 1 game off. Yeah. This is the game when he comes back in and probably gets
goal
both.
And assist.
Yeah, absolutely. Do it all, yeah.
Jamie, pick a player.
Mane. He's just too direct, he's too quick, he's too powerful. I think he'll be too much for the Swansea defence. They won't handle him. No chance. Yeah,
it'd be nice to have another star and role. He's kind of been, I mean, to be fair, it's where we're going. You know, it's the team first, isn't it? It would be nice for him just to have another one where he just makes you drop your jaw.
He did that at the weekend for me.
Did he?
Yeah, the one goal where he hit the post and then he scores the goal and you're like, yeah, okay, I'm with that, thank you very much. You're being really harsh on him and I like it because he can do more.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'd like, what I mean by that is like, I guess he set the bar for himself against Arsenal when, you know, he's running past people, skinning them for fun. We've seen him as part of that merry-go-round in the front line where he hasn't really needed to stretch himself, I guess, to some extent. I'd kind of like to see one of those moments from him, but then I'd like to see that every week, so that's probably a bit unfair. Joey, pick a player.
Fernando Llorente. Yeah, got to break the deadlock with an own goal, definitely. No, yeah, for me, I was going to say Firmino as well, because I just fucking love him. And I love everything Klopp said about him the other day, but fuck it, I'll go for Wijnaldum. I reckon he'll just do another solid performance and maybe get his first goal. You know, it looks like he's right on the cusp of it, doesn't he? And because I love him, I wanted to sign him before we signed him. I heard the links and I was like, please get him, because I do genuinely like him as a footballer. I love his ability to naturally deal with the football. Now, he might have been a bit tentative coming into the team. It's fucking Liverpool as opposed to Newcastle and PSV. Massive club. Big, like one of the best managers in the world. So it's no surprise that he might have like taken time, but like you're saying, he's getting fans on side now. Yeah. He's doing the talking on the pitch without even scoring yet. So I'll go for him, even if he doesn't score, just puts in a performance like that.
Yeah,
I'll still be happy with
Pablo?
him.
I'm going for the obvious one.
Milner.
Second obvious one, yeah. Adam Lallana. He makes us tick, doesn't he? And I can
goal
see
scoring
him
performance?
Assists this time.
So just the 3 goal scorers from us, and Adam Lallana with the assists.
I want 2 assists from Lallana.
I like it.
Why not? For Wijnaldum, I want him to return the favour.
Yeah, okay, I like it.
I'm happy with that. Score prediction?
I'm going to go with 4-0.
Okay.
I'm going with the 2-0. The first clean sheet we'll get this season.
Okay.
I would say 3-1.
Because you got to get the one in.
Got to get the one in. I fucking put nils like for the last 3 weeks, and we always concede one and get my predictions wrong.
Yeah.
So
I'll stick with me.
However, if it goes backwards and I say one and we don't, I'll be fucking happy. So yeah, reverse psychology.
Yeah. I'll go with the 3-0 on this one. Let us know your score predictions. Comments below. Key man predictions. Time for a Joe Allen quiz though. Normally we do trivia questions around players who played for both. Very simple. Just a case of higher or lower.
Great.
Swansea versus Liverpool.
The height's got to be in there.
Well, lower. Was he taller or higher? Was he higher or lower when he played for Liverpool? Okay. Most seasons played for. Did he play more seasons for Swansea or for Liverpool?
I'll let one of the new guys start it off.
I'm going for Liverpool.
Okay.
I'll go for Swansea.
I'll go for Liverpool.
Played more seasons for Swansea. Okay.
Bastard.
So
1-0.
Tom,
we
took the
out?
pen.
Have we just
I'll remember. I'll remember.
There is no pen. I was. Yes, Chris, where was that? So, sorry, you got that right then?
Me.
Johnny.
Johnny got that right. We got that wrong.
It's too obvious, Swansea.
Right.
Johnny
Johnny
more
Old
conniving
definitely
than that,
would've said
Leitch.
Okay. Premier League goals. Did he score more for Swansea or for Liverpool?
Swansea.
Liverpool.
Oh, Liverpool.
You know what? I probably should have put that at the end. It's a trick question.
Same.
The same. It's got to be in round.
Now, I know that technically wasn't presented an answer, but fuck you.
I was thinking because Swansea, or maybe weren't always in the league.
So what's interesting is he only played one season in the Premier League for Swansea and scored the same total of Premier League goals as he did over like 4 seasons for Liverpool. 4.
What was the first question?
Most seasons he's played for.
Oh, okay, but none in the Premier League. Damn it.
Yeah. Total appearances. I need to double check these because I should have wrote the answers down, but I'm a bad dickhead. I think I know them off the top of my head, but you know what YouTube comments are like. If I get this wrong, then I'm just opening myself up to bad abuse. So, did he play more games, more total appearances for Swansea or for Liverpool? Bear in mind that we already know.
Don't fucking say it.
You know,
We already know that he played more seasons for Swansea. However, did that mean he made more total appearances? Logic would follow. What do you reckon?
like,
I think fuck you, mate, chin. And secondly, I think that he's had more total appearances for Swansea.
Okay.
I'm going for Liverpool. We've been in Europe and we went further in the Cups.
Damn it, I never thought of that.
it is a good point. It is a good point. However,
Still with Swansea.
like, you know what I mean? We signed him, like, from Swansea. He was their whole fucking, like, little chavvy and all that. Like, he must have... It's not like they were leaving him on the bench, is it? He probably played every fucking game. Like, that's the logical thing. But is it a trick question again?
No, the answer's not the same.
Not the same.
There is definitely a higher
Right,
or
I've
lower.
got to go for Swansea because, like, literally, you know, it was like Christmas every time he played for Liverpool. It was like, oh, Joe's playing, nice one.
Okay, so just to clarify,
Swansea.
Liverpool.
Swansea.
the answer is Swansea.
Oh my God.
Exactly, fuck you, mate, chin. So what are the scores
He
now?
made 150 total appearances for Swansea and 132 for Liverpool.
What are the scores, Johnny? You said you were keeping track.
2-2-1, isn't it? Oh no! Wait. Is it 3?
Sorry.
Oh shit! I'm winning.
So Johnny, you got that
Christ,
right.
The scorekeeper doesn't even fucking know.
You got that right, didn't you, Chris?
Why not?
Yeah.
I did.
So Jamie, you've got nothing so far. Is that right?
Yeah, that's...
What?
Still
I thought you got
that
one.
No.
No.
I got the
hell,
first
mate.
one.
It's 2-0-1 at the moment.
That's what I meant.
How many questions is there?
Last question coming up. So
I
unlucky,
need to
Jamie.
get this one.
Want me to fill?
Yes.
Okay. This is really interesting for the viewers, isn't it? Do you reckon Machen did this on purpose? You know, he thought this will be a nice succinct quiz that we can fucking
Total
do.
goals.
As in the number?
Total goals scored.
What, in his
The
career?
number. No, the letter, please, Chris.
In his career? Higher or lower?
No. It is high, the whole quiz is higher or lower. The total number of goals. Who scored more? Was
Joe Allen or Joe
was
Allen?
it higher, lower, or the same?
Okay, I don't understand. Okay. So I'm going to pass this
Are you asking? Did he score higher for Swansea or higher for Liverpool or what?
Yeah, we've not
Or
changed
in
the
his
format.
career?
Just to clarify,
Yeah.
the format hasn't changed.
All right.
Total goals is the category.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we now know that there are 3 potential answers to these type of questions.
Yeah.
So, Johnny, what do you reckon? Swansea, Liverpool, or the same?
Right, I'm really confused because I feel like we just fucking had that question.
I'm like, wasn't that a
that was
question?
the question. But it was a no.
That was Premier League goals. This
And
is
it was the
total
answer
Oh,
was
goals.
the same
total
for that.
goals. Total goals. Well, fucking Swansea surely scored 1 outside the Premiership, didn't he?
So you're going with Swansea?
I'll go with Liverpool. None of these answers have been Liverpool yet. You've all been Swansea, all the same. I'm just staying with Liverpool.
Right, I am gonna, like, for the sake of it, I've got to go different to you because I need to try and draw the competition, and it's all about winning. So I'm going for whatever, the opposite of what he said. You said Swansea, I say Liverpool Football Club.
Yeah, but there's an option for the same as well.
I just can't see that being the same. I just can't. Oh no! And they were the same in Premier League.
Jamie,
Swansea.
what are you going for? I'm going for Liverpool. You're going for
No,
Liverpool.
Liverpool. I'm going Liverpool. I'm going Liverpool.
The answer is in fact the same.
Fucking knew it.
Seven.
I didn't. When he mentioned it, I didn't want to go with him because then we might have swayed you, and I knew it was probably going to be fucking.
So Johnny, well done. You take the prize
take
there.
the biscuit there.
2 out of 4. If you played along at home and you got the general gist of what was happening there, I think you deserve a mark for understanding. Give yourselves a point. Yeah, there we go.
Fucking ridiculous.
Some amazing shows coming up this week on the redmentv.com. The final word from Hull is still Ab East, if you want to look back on that game. The Red News Roundup show, looking at all Liverpool's news in depth and detail, and the weekend briefing, a brand new show comparing Liverpool's best and worst players statistically across the league, answering some of your comments and questions as well, and comparing this season to the best seasons Liverpool have had in Premier League history as well. Our boss show as well. 3 amazing shows each week on the redmentv.com. Go and check them out.